Motivation is fleeting. Some days you wake up feeling unstoppable, and other days you just don't. For the longest time, I thought I needed motivation to stay healthy, but honestly, it's not about motivation. It's about habits. Habits are automatic, and they carry you through days when motivation is just nowhere to be found. Now, they're hard to build at first, but once you've got them, you lock in consistency. But it's important to focus on the habits that matter the most. So what are those habits? The sun is finally out, kind of. It is finally not raining. It's been raining the whole week. And when it comes to this time of the year, it is so hard to stick to your routine. And there's so many things that's just gonna dim your motivation. I wanna share with you my top habit that I try to stick to as much as possible without all the fancy things. This is the core, the foundation of what keeps me going, especially if I don't have any motivation. The very first habit is when I wake up in the morning, I start with one big glass of water. You see this a lot in my vlogs, but you can see this jar is pretty much the size of my face. And if I'm like out or traveling or anything like that, I always make sure that before I sleep, my jug is filled. So when I wake up, that's what I'm gonna drink. I don't drink water through the night, so I try to rehydrate everything I can as soon as I wake up. You'll often hear that it's to like detox or boost your metabolism in the morning, but it's really mainly for hydration and to get things moving along. A lot of people will probably put like cucumbers or lemons in their water. Lemon water is not a magical detoxer. It'll probably just add vitamin C to your water, and cucumber will just add flavor. So it's definitely optional things, but just straight up water is definitely okay. I'm definitely the type of person who has my sleeping clothes and my inside the house clothes. Now I am dressed for the day. I just put a bit of sunscreen on because there are big windows in the house, so the sun still comes in. But now it's time to get some breakfast. One habit that is very important for me, especially as it helped me overcome my binge eating, is to focus on having a satisfying first meal. And most of the time that means adding more protein. And I'm not saying you should eat only protein for breakfast, but try to add some protein if you can. Whether that's eggs, a chicken spread, maybe some tuna spread, some yogurt, or maybe some milk. I actually forgot about chicken spread for a bit and I was like, wait a minute, I used to have this all the time. I meal prepped this just last night. So good, it's my favorite way to get protein in that morning. And also some cheese. I recently discovered the Havarti cheese from Arla. So many people were recommending it and I love it. It tastes so good. Protein is not just the muscle builder, it's also the most satisfying macronutrient. And so you'll notice when you have more protein in your meals, you'll feel full for longer. Especially for your first meal of the day. Yes, you're more satisfied, you're more full, but it also helps with blood sugar balance because you're getting carbs for your energy, and protein will help slowly release that energy so it's more sustained throughout the day. And I noticed that if I have a breakfast of mainly carbohydrates, or if I skip my breakfast, I'm more likely to graze or grab a bunch of snacks throughout the day and just not feel like it's enough. And if you're still starting out with a habit, don't focus too much on how much protein you have to add to your plate. Just focus first on getting protein on that plate for your first meal. You guys, we got some fruits from Davao. We love fruit. This is some mangosteen, fave, and also we have some longanisa, lanzones. I don't know why I said longanisa, but these are so good. I've been trying to add more fruits to my day because fiber, also that sweet taste, but it's so expensive. Like fruit is just so pricey right now. Luckily, it's a season of mangosteen and rambutan, some of my favorite fruits. So I'm trying to take advantage of that as much as possible. A little sourness, but I like it like that. So as much as we're talking about good habits to work on when it comes to health, I have a few very bad habits, and one of them is starting the day by scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, watching videos online. Unless I'm playing tennis, then I wake up in the morning, get ready for tennis and go to tennis, but since we haven't been able to play, that gets substituted by scrolling online, and it really takes up a big chunk of my morning. So something that I have been trying to work on, and I'm not saying that I'm successful at it or anything like that, but I try as much as possible not to watch any short form content in the morning. This morning I have a few videos to edit and then I have a meeting, so let's try to be productive. I also have my to-do list here and I'm hoping I can do everything on this. let's do it. All right, work is over. It's time to play. After days of no tennis, we are going to attempt to play again. Although it looks a little bit gloomy, so I hope it doesn't rain. Okay, so we all know that movement is a very important habit to build. And like we always say, find something that makes you want to move and not feel stressed about moving. One thing that I've learned is the importance of separating your rest days, not putting 2 consecutive rest days beside each other so that you can keep the flow going. Because the moment you stop moving is usually what makes it harder to come back. Now, it's not about pushing yourself to the limit, it's just about building consistency. So you don't have to go all out all the time, but sometimes you can do some yoga, put on a fitness Marshall video, or maybe just a light walk. Especially when you're starting to build the habit, it's all about that momentum and that rhythm. So of course I take my rest days when I need to, or I dial it back just to keep me moving. We're home from tennis. Finally got to play. It started to rain mid-game. We kept pushing through and then the sun came out. So we played a game and I lost and I wasn't very nice. My attitude was not very good. It was because we were losing so badly and then we caught up and then we still lost, but it's okay. I'm fine if we don't lose so badly. And I played a tiebreaker and I won my tiebreaker with a coach, so feeling good. It's already late, it's 1 p.m. so there's not enough time to like make food. We are just going to heat up some leftovers and we're gonna try out some frozen pizza. This is the corn soup that I made yesterday. I'm not a big fan of soup, but we gotta get our fiber in and some protein. We're gonna try the onion pizza, margarita pizza. Ooh. Frozen food when you need something quick. Good soup. Pizza's ready. Yeah. Let's eat it up. It is very soggy in the middle.
Yeah, but it's very thin, so it's very yummy.
Ooh, pizza sushis. Pizza roll.
Why not?
Ooh, very good flavor. 2 tasks for today. 1 was for Bai to get her blood test. She already did that. And 2, we're gonna look for a chair for my room. Because I want a comfy, big chair I can film videos in. We're gonna see if there's any nice ones in the department store. Look at it. It's giving sprinkles. It has a sprinkle vibe. It's cute. It's comfy. I can put my legs up, which is what I want.
It's giving sprinkles.
Okay, let's look around. Look at this one, but it's too dark color. 17,000 for this one, which is like, it's not the cutest.
We also have an idea of the taste.
Like, it's okay, it's comfy enough. A shell chair. So we didn't find any good chairs. We're gonna check again another day. Look at these cute bottles, but we're looking for small ones that we can have for drinks and not big ones again. Open. What's inside? Oh, whoa. Daming ganap. Look, they're so cute. So pretty. I want to get some to cook in and also, of course, for the videos as well. You can cook your bath here. Look at this little egg pan. Look at this cute color. We'll get this one for like the main lamps. Such an adult, I bought myself some pots and pans. Oh my gosh. First, pots and pans. Next, a house. I'm just kidding. Here's my adult thing. If you are like me and you hit an afternoon slump where you are irritable, you are angry, and you are just not in the mood, one of those major cures is going to be having a snack. We're gonna get the Fuji matcha latte. The matcha that they use is a matcha that I bought from Japan before. It's like a green cylinder. Yum. Got a few unplanned things. Got some ideas for the chair. And now we're gonna get some matcha. A snack is going to re-energize you and keep you satisfied. And aside from that, it also helps manage the acid reflux. So whether that's packing a few crackers in my bag or grabbing a snack outside, I try to make sure to have my afternoon snack. It's also not too sweet. Or maybe because I had the ice cream. We are home and it's time to make some dinner, so I'm gonna use my new pot. Luckily, I already prepped what I was going to cook. Here's past Joe doing the meal prep. Isn't she a beauty? Got some French beans for us here. Serving for Dad, serving for Yana, and a portion for me. Also have some salad here that Bai made, which we will dress with Kewpie roasted sesame. I've got some adobo and French beans, and Bai said it's adobo because it's French. Adobo. Adobo menu. Ooh, her salad with grated tofu. It is the evening and it's time to get ready for bed. Ready! Now, another habit that I'm really trying to work on being consistent with is my nighttime skincare. This time of the month, my skin is not doing its best, and you know why. But when the hormones aren't crazy, this is still the same thing that I do. Just do a little bit of a toner. I'll do a niacinamide serum, get it to the neck. 4 times a week, a mandelic serum. On other nights, I'll do retinol. And this is my favorite moisturizer. One habit that I've been working on for the past 2 months now, not super consistent, but getting there, is to stretch before I go to sleep. I used to be very flexible because I used to be a ballerina, and I took that for granted and stopped stretching. Once in a while I would do a split and be like, still got it, but then it got less and less to the point where I am just not as flexible as I used to be. Now, when starting your habits, it's very important to have a cue to your habit so it becomes part of the routine. When it comes to drinking water, after I go to the bathroom and wash up, I go straight to drinking and chugging that glass. That's my cue. When it comes to stretching, right after I do my skincare, that's my cue to stretch. These are just super duper simple stretches that I usually do by the bed. Nothing extravagant, just to build my flexibility back up. My lips get really dry, so I always put a lip mask on before I go to bed. It's actually currently 9 p.m. I'm usually in bed or have showered already by that time. I sleep quite early. I try to get to bed by at least 10 or 10:30 as much as possible. I'm lucky enough to be able to do that. If I sleep less than 5 hours in a night, I am just not functioning. So I really try to prioritize my sleep as much as possible. One of the most important when it comes to your sleep routine is try to be in bed by the same time every night. To be honest, I am quite early to bed tonight. Most of the time we spend the evening watching a few shows, playing some pusoy dos, or maybe watching a movie, and then we'll head up and get ready for bed. One of my sisters are not home yet, so there are shows that are like off limits, can't watch, so we just go on our own. Revenge procrastination, which is scrolling on your phone because you feel like you didn't have enough time in the day to like de-stress. Spend the rest of my evening scrolling and catching up on things that I missed out on until I'm sleepy and my phone falls on my face. Something I'm working on as well. But anyways, those are my non-negotiable habits that I try to do every single day. I'm not perfect, I miss some of those, but they are the core to what keeps me going, and essentially they are my bare minimum whenever possible. Now, you don't have to do these exact habits that I did, but hopefully it was helpful to you to build your own core habit. Let me know if you like vlogs like these by leaving a comment below and giving this a thumbs up. And if you want more videos, don't forget to subscribe. Till the next video, don't forget, you always deserve to eat.
The video's over, but that doesn't mean you have to go. You can still subscribe or watch another video. Thanks for watching.